Hello again. Now the main stories in London. The defeated Labour candidate in the Uxbridge by-election, Danny Beale, says the mayor's ULEZ plans cuts us off at the knees when people went to the polls earlier in the week. His comments come as Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer faces pressure from his party to stop Sadiq Khan expanding the charge next month, after it was seen by many as the main reason Labour failed to take the seat from the Conservatives. The mayor has insisted he won't back down, but Starmer said the party should learn from the results.
I don't think there's any doubt that ULEZ was the reason that we lost the by-election in Uxbridge. And I have said we should reflect on this, including the mayor. I've spoken to him, as you would expect, and so there will be that reflection.
England's Lionesses got their World Cup campaign off to a decent start with a 1-0 victory against Haiti today, with a weight of an expectant nation on their shoulders. Fans across the capital got together to watch the beginning of what many are already celebrating as an historic sporting moment, which it's hoped will raise the profile of women's football following the Euros win last summer. Callum Watkinson was watching the match at a pub in Haggerston.
They've been blowing the trumpet and banging the drum for women's football at the Signature Brew in Haggerston for years before it was on trend. So the kick-off of a World Cup campaign with England as the favourites was always going to be a great excuse for a party. But Haiti really made the Lionesses work for their 1-0 victory. And by half-time, the fans here were expressing the views of England supporters through the ages.
It's not been a great start, a bit nervy from the girlies, but I think we'll get there.
It's a bit hit and miss, not going to lie. I think that we've had opportunities that we've squandered.
If we had the Euros team 100%, but I feel like it's kind of like B team squad at the moment.
Elsewhere in East London, one of those Euro-winning Lionesses who is sitting this one out due to injury, Chelsea's Fran Kirby, joined fans at another watch party at a different pub.
Obviously I'm gutted, you know, I would much prefer to be out in Australia playing in the World Cup, but this is sport, these things happen, people miss things because of injury, and I think I've had that mindset from the very beginning, which has made it a bit easier for me to accept it, accept not being there, accept that the games are going to start now.
Aside from the football, fans here were feeling the difference in atmosphere compared with watching a men's match.
It's very fun to come to a football event and it not just be a big room of men.
It's a huge impact that it would make, massive. I mean, Euros did its bit, but worldwide is like another chapter, isn't it?
And if that chapter is to be written, it will be with the full-throated support of the ladies and lads here in Haggerston. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.
People in Tower Hamlets are calling on the council to refurbish a local square after saying a promise to clean it up hasn't been kept. A group of residents march at Frank Dobson Square in Bethnal Green after accusing the council of backtracking on plans to revitalise the area. They are calling for the return of a famous statue by the artist Frank Dobson, which was removed 10 years ago after being vandalised. Campaigners say the state of the square has left them feeling unsafe.
The only sort of public space for the estate and for the area is Frank Dobson Square, and it's completely degenerated. So there's like this empty plinth, there's bricks everywhere, the pavement's cracked, all the sort of rubbish, lots of antisocial behaviour. So especially as a woman walking around at night, it's quite scary.
Well, Tower Hamlets Council say improvements to Frank Dobson Square will be considered in line with the priorities expressed in the annual residents' survey. And finally, paddling pools and splash parks have been reopened in Harlow today. The Staple Tie Splash Park was opened to the public in Harlow Town Park after several years of refurbishment. The council say the paddling pools will be free for families to use throughout the week to help people make the most of green spaces. Probably won't be needing that today, though, as it's looking pretty wet out there. Here is James with the weather forecast.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Heat Pumps and Boilers sponsor ITV London Weekend Weather.
Hello there, good evening. Dry start to the day and then the rain turned up, quite a lot of it too, all wrapped around this low pressure system. Even though that's going to move out into the North Sea, what we are left with is a bit of a rash of wet weather. Eventually, the wraparound occlusion slowly sinks down across us through Monday. And whilst Tuesday is set to be a bit of a showery day, the rain will return midweek. As far as tonight goes then, this is the second little feature, a bit more moderate wet weather to push through overnight, eventually starting to dry out, lots of cloud around, a bit low in places. And it all means that it's going to be a mild night, lows of 15 or 16 Celsius, a bit breezy too, and generally pretty muggy and uncomfortable. Tomorrow then, that rain is still lurking to the north of us, and what we get is something a little bit brighter. The problem is, with the bright sunny spells, it helps to trigger off the showers. They shouldn't last too long. It's still going to be a bit breezy tomorrow, but in the sunshine, if you can dodge the showers, 23 Celsius is proper t-shirt weather. As far as Monday goes, afraid to say the tail end of that system eventually pushes down across us, so expect quite a showery start to the week and a bit of a cooler one too, with highs of 20. Again, Tuesday, nice dry start to the day. We start to see quite a few showers pushing down across the eastern side of the UK, so we should pick up some of those. And then looking towards midweek, a bit like today really, a nice dry, even bright start to the day, and then eventually this rain system expected to push through again, a little bit breezy. And if it's anything like today's rain, there is going to be quite a lot of it. So expect Wednesday to be a bit of a washout.
Valent Heat Pumps and Boilers sponsor ITV London Weekend Weather.
So the message for the weekend is stay indoors. That is it from us. We'll be back with the headlines at 10 to 7 tomorrow evening. But for now, I do hope you enjoy what is left of your weekend. Bye.